Man, I love working with wood. Is you know why? Is because on one hand, it's super strong. You could work with it and hold everything together, but at the same time, it's pliable enough, it's soft enough where you actually drill a hole right through its being. So that's kind of like Saint Joseph. Strong, incredible man, but at the same time, he's kind of soft. He allows himself to be drilled a hole in through because of love. And that's what really separates St. Joseph from the rest of the guys, because he really knew how to love. And it's not like between Joseph and Mary, they had puppy kind of love where it's like, hey, I love you, you love me, we're one big happy family. No, none of that kind of love, but it's actually the love that seeks the best interest of the other person. So according to St. Thomas Aquinas, he defines love as to will the good of the other. And that's exactly what St. Joseph does. He doesn't ask the question, what's in it for me? Because that's where his money's going to go. That's where his effort's going to go. And that's where his social esteem is going to go. Rely on those guys. But no, he doesn't ask that question. He asks, what's the best thing for Mary? What's the best thing that can give my son Jesus? And the best thing he could do is to love them, to be there for them from beginning until end, and to serve them. And so another way that we can look at the way St. Joseph loves is through the definition of, I think, St. John Paul II, where he says, love is the gift of total self-giving. You give your entire being to the other person. In our world today, young people say, hey, I like that. I want to give her the gift of myself. I'll give her my body. But no, it goes beyond that. You give her not just your body, but really your entire self. Your dreams, your aspirations, your hopes, your strengths, your weaknesses, your failures, your sufferings, everything. So that way, as a couple, you grow together. And that's exactly what happens between Mary and Joseph. Mary's suffering was Joseph's suffering. Mary's future was Joseph's future. And Jesus' sacrifice came from Joseph's sacrifice. And that's where Joseph was able to model for his son and his wife the meaning of love. Not an emotional thing, but a willful thing. And his love is really expressed through actions. He just doesn't give lip service. So one thing I don't know if you ever noticed this, but you could search scripture all your life. From beginning to end, you'll find Paul talking, you'll find Peter talking, you certainly find Mary and Jesus, but you never hear one word come out of Joseph's mouth, right? Now, to me, that's just a man of action, but if you ask my wife or my kids, they'll just tell you that Joseph's just a smart husband, because happy wife, happy life. So he knows his place in society, right? But really, in reality, Joseph loves Mary, Joseph loves his son, but he expresses it through action, not just lip service. For example, even before his son was born, what image do you see during Christmas? My personal favorite really is that little image where you see Joseph walking along the side of Mary when Mary is placed on the donkey, following the light of Bethlehem and carrying her son Jesus in her womb. Mary gets to sit on the donkey. Because as a husband, Joseph's certainly not going to make his 9-month-old pregnant wife walk. He's going to be the one that's walking. He's going to be the one that's going to be by his side, protecting from thieves and whatnot. In fact, if you really think about it, throughout all of Joseph's life, he's not just walking along the side of Mary. He's actually the donkey itself upon which Mary and Jesus rode on the way to Bethlehem, on the way to entering this world. But his service and love didn't stop there. The moment after Jesus was born, you heard of King Herod? Herod was after Jesus. And so Joseph once again had to live out his service of love to Mary and Jesus. But we're going to pause there is because that's for the next segment. You want to come journey with us to learn more? Stop by next time.